Thursday, January 25th, 12:35 a.m. Proof of life. They've been attacking me. Yesterday they attacked. They were able to get into the house and they left like this oil substance on my clothes. It just knocked me the fuck out the entire day. They are growing nervous, they being the oligarchs and the SEALs who are illegally, politicians have been illegally using our military to attack us for decades. Clintons, now Mike Johnson and Trump, as they're spiraling us to fascism, where nobody has any say in their lives and our sovereignty is stolen. Now the SEALs are going to try to say, well, we were the ones who helped, fix it. No. That means the way they're trying to do it, if that was the case, that they're trying to do it, they're just doing a catch-22 where they can look clean in either direction. No, they're the ones who made the mess, along with other agencies, but specifically them, has built under McRaven, and then furthered under Clintons, and then even Bush, possibly. Working domestically, I'm pretty sure they knew there was somebody high up within the Admiral class who knew about pre-9/11, and they let it happen so that way the Patriot Act could come through and they can then spy on Americans openly and freely. Now that they're going to have Andorra and all these other spy things within our cars and our homes, they won't have to do anything. Just sit back and use technology. And this is not conspiracy theory, this is technology. I understand all the technology. Put it in the hands of psychopaths who don't believe other people have sentience and rights. We can't have that. Oh, so the other thing is about Jasmine Crockett. The 1% thought they were going to bring in Tallarico. They pulled the October surprise with Stephen Colbert using CBS, the Zionist, the Israeli Zionist, and that gave like the boost for Tallarico to get over and win the primary when Crockett was definitively just kicking his ass. Well, and the Hispanic vote, because quote whiteness, but mostly the Hispanics, well, yeah, they're just as racist, bigoted sometimes, but I shouldn't say that. Most Hispanics are mostly just about cloistered, about familia, where bigots it's something wrong with their head. And since, Tallarico is truly very Christian, they're like, okay, I guess he's, and then, of course, the masculinity, that's within, the Hispanic culture, men always leading, and they can't, whatever. So that was what the Adelsons and then the Zionists set Tallarico up. Now they want Tallarico, who's not apparently running a good campaign, because they just expected black folks just to get in line and do what they're told, and it was like, no, because it's violating the idea of power. If you're not going to exercise power, then what's the use of having it? And I should say that because a lot of times you can have power, you don't need to exercise it to be more, sometimes not exercising it, but just having it keeps things well. And then when you do exercise, you practice, but you make sure you don't always just constantly just hammer it, because that's just a toddler. So they're very annoyed the Zionist and the white Christian nationalist. You believe that right now they're pretty damn close to fully taking over, which is the old South, taking over the United States and destroying the Third Republic and trying to return us to the very beginnings where it was just white landowning men who were aristocrats, who were former British aristocrats. Well, originally former, because it was mostly British aristocrats, and then you had a few. Then you had the lower class was getting some land, so that. But it was still off of the fact that it was the aristocrats who started this, so it maintained the royal lineage. And that'll make more sense once I do the other thing they're trying to stop is presentation showing people how the American system works and how it ties back into ancient times, and that lineage, that unbroken line of civilization is necessary to continue civilization forward. And then I'm thinking about Elon Musk and Peter Thiel, two assholes who came to our country to destroy it. And the World Economic Forum trying to destroy our country as well. Turn everybody into servants and serfs. Yeah. And congratulations to the Democratic Socialist. They're not socialist in the Soviet sense, or a dictator. They're what we used to just call democracy. In the 1950s, that time that they say it's funny, make America great again. They own all these fuckers, all these baby boomers want the 50s and 40s, but they just want the racism with it. And then the oligarchs want the 1800s, where with the racism. Psychopathy, this bigotry is on its death knell, and they're going to take America down with it unless we stop it. But what we build out of this is a greater future. Pardon me. Yeah. What we build out of this is a greater future. These people, and I say that loosely, these people have to be stopped because they aren't Christians. They're demonic people, just like the homosexuals, the majority of the homosexuals that they can't stand. Humanity must finally bloom. Until next time.